My first question is that what is the single most common activity or thought pattern that consistently breaks your focus, and what is your immediate two-step plan to interrupt this pattern the next time it happens?
One common activity that can break focus is checking social media notifications. To interrupt this pattern, my immediate two-step plan would be 1. Turn off notifications or put the phone on Do Not Disturb mode while working. 2. Set specific times to check social media, ensuring it doesn't interfere with productive work periods.
Okay, what is one small foundational habit that is keystone habit like making your bed or a 5 minutes stretch that if done consistently every day creates a positive ripple effect on your overall discipline?
One keystone habit that can have a positive ripple effect on overall discipline is starting the day with a consistent morning routine. This could include activities like making your bed, meditating for a few minutes, or a quick exercise. Consistently practicing this habit can set a positive tone for the day, improve time management, and enhance overall discipline.
Okay. My next question is that what is the difference between self-confidence and motivation? Kindly explain in detail.
Sure, self confidence and motivation are related but distinct concepts. Self confidence refers to the belief in your own abilities, qualities, and judgment. It's about having faith in yourself to handle different situations and challenges. When you're self confident, you trust that you can achieve your goals and overcome obstacles. Motivation, on the other hand, is the driving force that compels you to take action toward your goals. It's the reason behind your actions and efforts. Motivation can be influenced by external factors, like rewards, or internal factors, like personal values and desires. In essence, self confidence is about believing in yourself, while motivation is about the desire and drive to achieve something. Both are important for personal and professional success.
Okay, how can you see the concept of your future self, who you want to be in 6 months, to make a difficult, disciplined choice easier in the present moment?
Seeing your future self can be a powerful motivator for making disciplined choices today. Here's how you can do it. 1. Visualize your goals. Picture yourself in 6 months having achieved your goals. Imagine how it feels, what you've accomplished, and how your life has improved. 2. Identify values. Reflect on your core values and how your future self embodies them. This helps you stay aligned with what truly matters. 3. Create a vision board. Collect images, quotes, and symbols representing your future self and place them where you can see them daily. 4. Set milestones. Break your long term goals into smaller, manageable milestones. Celebrate each step to stay motivated. 5. Remind yourself whenever you face a difficult choice, ask yourself, will this decision help me become the person I want to be in 6 months? This approach helps you make choices that align with your long term vision.
Okay, next question is that describe your primary workspace. What is one distraction you need to physically remove or block, not just ignore, to make the environment conducive to deep focus?
My primary workspace is typically a quiet, organized area with minimal clutter. One common distraction that I need to physically remove or block is my smartphone. To create a more conducive environment for deep focus, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode and place it out of reach. This helps minimize interruptions and allows me to concentrate fully on my tasks.
Okay, what is one recurring request or commitment you take on that drains your time and energy? And what is the exact script you will use to politely but firmly say no to it next time?
A recurring request that can drain time and energy might be attending meetings that aren't essential to my role. To politely but firmly decline such requests, I could use a script like this. Thank you for considering me for this meeting. I appreciate being kept in the loop. However, I believe my time would be better spent focusing on specific task or project. If there are specific points you need input on, please let me know and I'd be happy to assist in another way. This approach respectfully declines while offering an alternative to stay engaged.
When are your 90 to 120-minute peak performance windows each day, and how can you aggressively protect that time for your most important high focus tasks?
Peak performance windows often vary from person to person, but many people find that their focus and energy are highest in the mid morning, typically between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., and sometimes in the early afternoon. To aggressively protect this time for high focus tasks, 1. Schedule it. Block this time on your calendar as non negotiable focus time. Treat it like an important appointment. 2. Limit distractions. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and let others know you're not to be disturbed during this period. 3. Prioritize tasks. Reserve this time for your most important and challenging tasks that require deep concentration. 4. Create a ritual. Develop a pre focus routine to signal to your brain that it's time to concentrate, like a few minutes of meditation or a quick walk. By consistently protecting these peak performance windows, you can maximize productivity and achieve better results.
Formulate an if then rule for when you feel the urge to procrastinate on a critical task. That is, if I find myself opening YouTube, then I will immediately close the tab and write one sentence of the report.
Creating an if then rule is a great strategy to combat procrastination. Here's one you can use. If I find myself opening YouTube or any distracting site, then I will immediately close the tab and write one sentence about the critical task I need to focus on. This rule helps redirect your attention and reinforces your commitment to staying on task.
In your own words, what is the key difference between motivation and discipline? Which one do you rely on more, and why should you shift your reliance to the other?
Motivation and discipline are both important but serve different roles. Motivation is the emotional drive that pushes you to start a task. It's often fueled by excitement, inspiration, or a specific goal. Discipline, on the other hand, is the ability to stick to a task consistently, even when motivation fades. It's about building habits and staying committed to your goals, regardless of how you feel at the moment. I rely more on discipline because it's the foundation for consistent progress. While motivation can come and go, discipline ensures that you continue working toward your goals, even when you don't feel motivated. Shifting reliance towards discipline helps you maintain steady progress and achieve long term success.
Okay, when you successfully complete a difficult discipline task, what is a meaningful, non destructive reward you can give yourself that reinforces the positive behavior without undermining your long term goals?
A meaningful, non destructive reward could be something that brings you joy and relaxation without compromising your long term goals. For example, you could take a short walk in nature to clear your mind and refresh yourself. Enjoy a favorite healthy snack or treat. Watch an episode of a show you love, allowing yourself some leisure time. Spend a few minutes reading a book or listening to music that relaxes you. These rewards help reinforce positive behavior and maintain a healthy balance, supporting both your well being and long term objectives.
What is the absolute smallest, easiest first step for your largest, most intimidating goal?
The absolute smallest, easiest first step for your largest, most intimidating goal is to simply jot down the goal and break it into one tiny, manageable action you can take right now. For example, if your goal is to write a book, your first step could be opening a new document and typing one sentence. This makes the process less overwhelming and gets you started. Once you take that first small step, it becomes easier to keep going.
How can committing to this one small action overcome the initial inertia of starting?
Committing to one small action helps overcome initial inertia by making the task feel more manageable and less intimidating. When you focus on just one small step, it reduces feelings of overwhelm and makes it easier to get started. This initial action creates momentum, and once you begin, it's often easier to continue working. Taking that first small step helps build confidence and motivation, making it easier to tackle the next steps and eventually achieve your larger goal.
Okay, I am very glad to make an interview with you, and I have learned a lot from this chat. I say thankful to you for your cooperation.
I'm really glad to hear that you found our conversation helpful. It was a pleasure speaking with you. If you ever have more questions or need assistance in the future, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.
Yes, definitely. I say goodbye to you. Thank you.
Goodbye, thank you, and take care.